All right, and we're live. We're live. Greetings again, Meerkat. Greetings to you, Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, Google Hangout. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Friday. It's the conclusion of the ABC 123. What week is this? Man, how many weeks have we done this? Yeah, I consult back to my notes. Consult back to my notes. How long have we been doing it? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is week 5. Goodness. This is week 5 of the ABC 123 free business mindset training with the middle class millionaires. I'm Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron. I am one of the middle class millionaires, or the House of Aaron LLC. Yes, I am a daycare provider. I'm an educator, and I also, I also make money online. So I run the online business. I run the daycare out the house. And I believe that I'm a business, just like you should believe that you are a business. And that's why you're here. Get some free training on how to catapult yourself to the next category, because you are a business, my friends. And with that being said, I believe, we believe, they believe. So we're bringing it back. We're back. This week's ABC was, letter A was cash flow. Letter B was profit. Letter C, which is tonight, return on investment. So quick review for all those who are just joining us on today. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, all that good stuff that people do. Share this with your people. This is free training. The replays could be found at middleclassmillionaire.pw. Click on Live Hangouts. That's middleclassmillionaire.pw, and you click on Live Hangouts. And you also, what else can you do? You can also just check us out on Facebook. Join the Facebook group. You'll get these streams all the time from myself and other middle class millionaires. And if you're like-minded, you get in there, right? So Monday, we defined all the ABCs, which was cash flow, profit, and return on investment. Tuesday, we came back and we did cash flow. Wednesday, we doing study hall. Wednesdays, we do study hall. We still at chapter 5. We just finished up chapter 5. We might need to spend another week on chapter 5 of R.O.I's book, GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. The free gift. Don't forget the free gift. The free gift is you come to my capture page, the free gift is there. It is free.4ajohnson.com. Free@4ajohnson.com. I believe is in the description of all the videos. If not, just search for it on YouTube. You find this video on YouTube or Twitter, boom, you'll see it in the description. Free.4ajohnson.com. You'll get the chapter 5. The best chapter of the book. I talked to R.O.I about it. I'm trying to get him on the stream so he could give us more insight, right? Talked to R.O.I about it. Been emailing him, then Facebook messaging him, trying to get him on the stream. He said he had to go somewhere this week, but we definitely want to try to get to him before we finish the book out so he could join us on the live stream. So what else? There we go. Today we're in return on investment. But let's go back to find the ABCs for those who missed it. Letter A was cash flow, the total amount of money transferred into and out of a business, also called your liquid assets. Now, we talked about profit on yesterday. When we talked about profit on yesterday, which was Thursday, we talked about profit is a noun and a verb. Profit is a noun and a verb. Profit is a financial gain or difference between the amount earned and the amount spent. And we also talked about profit as obtaining a financial advantage. Obtaining a financial advantage. And then we talked about return on investment, which we come to today, the benefit for investing in a resource. See, when people think about return on investment, they always think about money. Return on investment, we're talking about investing in a resource, no matter what you invested in it. We're going to talk about that on today. So I thank you for joining us, and let's get right into it. So ROI, or return on investment, we want to talk about establishing the returns. And then you talk about customer experience and your partner's experience. You want people to continuously come back, right? So how we establish the returns? You're going to need to find a way to track your performance indicators. Performance indicators is the value to the customer or value to your partner. And then you ask yourself the question like, did they repeat? Did they repeat buy? Did they come back? Did they repeat or buy up or buy again? Did they go and opt in and then get one of the upsells? Did they do that? If it's no, your performance indicators will tell you, because you're going to see it within your sales, or you're going to see it within the people that join you. Are you duplicating yourself properly? Because if you're not duplicating if you're not getting results, you don't want to duplicate that. But if you're getting results, you want to start duplication to teach the people with you. I'm gonna call them your partners, not your downline. Call them your partners, not your downline. I'm gonna give a little story about that guru story that Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher, always talk about. I'm gonna talk about performance indicators is your value to the customers. Did they repeat? Did they buy up? And if they're not buying up, that gives you the opportunity to do what? You're gonna see it on the chart. You're gonna see dips and dives. How often do people get the upsell? How often do people come back and buy again? So that chart will show the progress, and then if your progress is bad, you could tweak the process, and then you could set realistic goals. Right? You're setting realistic goals. So you're looking at your performance indicators and you're setting real goals. You can't be only making what? You can't be making 50,000 a year and then talk about my goal is to make $1 million this year. No, you're gonna have to take the steps. You're gonna have to go in the levels. You're not going. If you jump in from 50,000 to $1 million, let me know what you're doing. It's probably something illegal, but it's worth a chance. If you're gonna get to the million, if you're gonna jump that fast, that far, let me know. So that's what you have to do there when you're talking about your return on investment and you're establishing returns. You got to check out the experience for everybody around you. See, I don't charge for what I'm doing right now. This is all free. This is free. There's no need to charge. You just waste a little bit of time with me, right? But I'm giving you some value of you want to figure out how to track and keep the chart on the progress that you're doing. And then if your progress is poor, you got to tweak the process. If your process is doing good, you might just want to tighten it up a little bit, but you're going to do little tweaks to your process so you can set realistic goals and projections for the following year or following quarter. Because guess what? Today is July 1st. So welcome to the third quarter. Welcome to the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the third quarter because guess what? In fourth quarter, you don't have a Black Friday sale like most businesses. When they failing, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, they wait till Thanksgiving in the fourth quarter and say, let's make a push to break even. So they do a fire sale, Black Friday, and that's where all that came from. And so business could go from being in the red to being in the black. And that's what their performance indicators let them know. How low can we go with our price? And how many units do we have to sell in order to break even? That's where that stuff come into. So return on investment can be tricky, but if you know what you're doing, know what you're looking for, if you have your performance indicators in place, then boom, you know exactly what you need to do to break even or to get back positive. So that brings to number 2. Because remember, it's ABC. C today is return on investment. And number 1 was performance indicators by using charts and graphs to track your progress so you can tweak your progress to make realistic goals. Let me say it one last time before I move on to number 2. That is chart show progress plus tweak the process equals realistic goals. So that's number one. Number two, about return on investment. There are many types of returns. There are many types of returns. Okay? Many types of returns. And what's the most common? You get the most common, people want a return on the money, people want a return on time, or people want some kind of return on accessibility. Those are the top three, I believe. Money, time, accessibility. If you're getting a return on your investment when it comes to money, return on investment when it comes to money is I give you $50, you give me $55. See, I got my money plus interest, return on my money, and it happens within a certain amount of time, 60-day loan or whatever it is. Boom, you're in there. I'm going to give you $50. 60 days later, you give me $55. I feel like that was an even swap, right? I let you hold $50 for 60 days. You gave me back $55. Cool. Good return on the money, in my opinion. Other people want to go higher than that and more than that. That's cool too. That's absolutely wonderful, right? So what else do people have to return on? Number two, with the time. Number 2B is your return on your time. Everyone is looking for the shortcut. Everyone is looking for the shortcut. How can it save me time? How can it save me time? You get bottled water so you don't have to keep going to the fountain every time. They put it in bottles to make it more convenient instead of going to the faucet with a cup. You put water in the bottle, you just put the top on, you carry it around. So it helps you save time. What the automatic car washes help you save time. So that's a good return on investment. Because remember, we said the investment is investing in a resource. Why you think people build websites? What is YouTube doing? I'm only going to have to say this one time. YouTube records it. Facebook records it. Periscope, Meerkat, Google Hangouts, it all gets recorded. I say it one time, and what happens? People could replay. It's constantly out there. I don't need the what you call it. I don't need the, let me schedule this meeting and go say it here and go say it there. No. I can deliver a new message every time because this message is recorded. It saves my time. And then not only that, a return on accessibility. You can learn. Like, I don't personally know. Like, I never went and met face to face with Les Brown, with E.T. the hip hop preacher. But guess what? I feel like they're accessible to me because I get to know them, their stories, because I can look at their streams. I can look at what they're doing on YouTube. I can listen to their speeches. It creates accessibility. That's a return. And not only that, it helps them. What we talk about today. I was doing a training or listening to a stream today. He said your network, you hear it all the time. Network is equal to your net worth. But guess what? It is a two-way street. It's a two-way street. I can know the E.T. hip hop preacher. I can know that his office is in East Lansing, Michigan. If I go up to the office and say, let me come see E.T. real fast, he might say yes because that's the type of guy he is to meet with me. But it would be better if I could be like, hey, tell E.T. Aaron Johnson is here. Oh, Aaron Johnson here. I got to come out. They come out the office when they know your name, right? So accessibility. You want the return on investment of people getting to know you. Getting to know you. That's a great return on investment because guess what? When my friends hear somebody say they don't like their daycare or they need a new daycare provider, they think about me because they see my videos with the children. They think about me like, oh, I know somebody who does really well with children. Is documented all over the internet of me hanging with the children. He has 3 kids of his own. Look, I can give you his number. Are you on the people's mind? Are you on their mind? Like just now, what? Today, I also rent moon bounces because I deal in the children's business. So I bought stuff that's for children. And one of my old children who was in the daycare, they older now, they no longer in the daycare, but their birthday came up and they say, hey, I'm having their parents say, I'm having a party for my child. Oh, Mr. Aaron was so good with them. Mr. Aaron has moon bounces. Let's get a moon bounce for Mr. Aaron because it's Mr. Aaron, right? So that's the accessibility. You're on people's mind. People are watching. People are looking. People are seeking. They know who you are. That means you're already in their thoughts. If they having a meeting or they thinking about something, you're already in the room. You have accessibility of being in the room because of what your reputation is. So that's why I always say that you are a business. I heard what's the book? You Inc. He said that every individual, no matter if they in business, matter if they working for somebody, they are a business. If you are a business, you need to make sure the people are thinking about you when the time is right. If an opportunity come up that's good for you, you want to make sure that you're on the people's mind. Okay? So that was number 2. If you missed it, number 2 was there are many types of returns on your investment. Money, time, accessibility are most popular, right? So now we get into the last and final point, the number 3. All investments and all returns are not created equal. It's not. All money not created equal. All investments are not created equal. What do you mean, Mr. Aaron? Let's see. I wake up, I'm here for the children. Let's say the first child come at 6:30, the last child leave at 6:30. But my price is low for my daycare. My price is low for the daycare at $150 a week or $155 a week. That's a low price. But I'm here Monday through Friday working with the daycare children, 6:30 to 6:30. I'm thinking about working with them, right? So if somebody else, they might just do a half a day. I've seen it. There's some people who only take the children from 6:30 to 12 o'clock and then send them to afternoon kindergarten, but they charge them $150. Now my time invested with the children is not equal to their time. They're getting more money. They're getting the same amount of money for less time. You make 50,000 a year. Let's say you make 50,000 a year, and I make 50,000 a year. How do I make my 50,000? What if I click some websites, or maybe I put up a web page, and I spend about 2 hours a day working, but you spend 40 hours a week working. I spend, what's that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 hours. I spend 14 hours a week. You spend 40 hours a week. Time is not created equal. My return is better than yours because we both getting the same amount in the end, but I did less than you. All investments are not created equal. You can plant certain flowers every season, boom, they come up fast. But we know about the bamboo. You got to take care of for 6 years to get the big profits, right? So some people are getting their investment instantly. Some people getting their investments over time. They're getting a return over time. So, what's the question? What's the question? So you have a question about investors? Because we're about to wrap it up. So I have a training. Oh, appreciate the like. Appreciate the like. So you guys, without already working project, do investors not get interest if you have just a solid idea? It said, try it one more time. But no ground. Oh, man, you missed that. You missed that one. You missed that one a couple days ago about having things. All right, so quick review of 3 things you need to have in place before you can even think about profit. You can't think about profiting or anything. Yes, you need to start getting some work done. That's always a must. But guess what? When we talk about the profit, the 3 things set for profit, you talking about just for investor money, for capital. You trying to get capital or you trying to give capital? A little quick question right here. Right. No one's not going to try to give you capital to start a business if you don't have a plan in place. That's going to always be someone's number one thing. And if you have a plan, is it a way to bootstrap? If you have a plan, is it a way to bootstrap it? That means, is it a way to what they call earn while you learn, right? Earning while you're learning. Say, for example, a clothing brand. If you have a clothing brand, you're going to need samples to give out, right? And you have a business plan and you're trying to get the capital, business plan, all the designs. How would you go about getting capital? No shirts printed. No shirts printed or family. Then you start with the grassroots. That's what you want. You're going to have to start with the grassroots if you have a plan, you don't have the capital, uh, you will have to find a way, whether it be, you're going to have to invest in yourself first. Yes, they want to see if the idea is already working. Because guess what? You think Damon John wasn't wearing FUBU when he started FUBU? He started with what? Hats and T-shirts out the garage. He had to weigh them first, right? No, it's not. It's not the only way. All the other ways require money. If you're going to do something organically, uh, yeah, people get paid for their plans every day. I mean, the person who made the poster knows and get investors. I mean, great plans get people money every day. That's how all these startup coming, these .com companies and all these tech startups, they come from this idea. Uber started as an idea, but the idea and their plan was drafted and printed out in such a way that guess what? Google said, "Oh, let me try to see what happens if I put up a million here. If I put up a million there." That's what people doing without any money amount. So that's the thing. Money is currency. I'm, let me end the streams and I'll get with you one on one. All right. So quick review about establishing the returns, the return on investment. We talked about number one, you need performance indicators so that way you can track the value to the customer and the value to your partners that's working with you. So did they come back as a repeat customer, or did they get into your upsells? Number two was number one, the wrap up for number one was chart show progress to plus tweaking the process will equal realistic goals. You got to be realistic with your goals. You can't just be out there shooting into the dark. Number two, there are many types of returns, and the most common is return on your money, return on the time, or something that's going to save you time. And another return is accessibility. People have you on their mind, they're going to refer you. And number three, all investments are not created equal because some people are getting more in less time. So for Meerkat, Facebook, not Periscope, stay right there with me on Periscope. We're going to talk after I wrap this up. YouTube and Google Hangout. This is Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron. Remind you, come back next week. Don't forget to get the free gift at free.4ajohnson. It should be in the description. Free.4ajohnson.com. Get that free download. Don't worry, I'm not going to spam you or anything like that. I'm not pushing nothing to you. I just don't want to send you to my regular page because that one does have a whole bunch of stuff to sell on there. So this was what, 5 weeks? 5 weeks, Monday through Friday in a row of the ABC 123 live stream. I told you I'm Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, one of your middle class millionaires. Well, I remind you to be confident, be smart, be fruitful, and multiply. And when you start, you don't stop. You have to be consistent until you achieve your goals. Good night and good morning. I'll see you on the next call.